Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast battle report. Today, Battle Fleet Gothic. The Necrons of John the Necron are facing the Drukhari Dark Eldar forces of Archon Skari. Let's dive into the space game. Pew pew.
The Dark King.
Hello and welcome to another battle report. It's going to be a fun one today. I've got John the Necron doing some Garage Hammer with me. We've got Battle Fleet Gothic, the old school game. We're using the basic rules, Armada rules, and the 2010 FAQ, which was the last FAQ they ever did. That's right, it's 13 years old, was it 11 years old or something? I'm playing the Dark Eldar. John is playing the Necrons, his first time playing Battle Fleet Gothic, so he's really excited about it.
Pew pew.
That's right. And of course we have my fleet, 750 points versus his fleet, 750 points. A Harvester, 2 Shrouds, and 2 Jackals. That's right, 2 Jackals, which do like little teleporty attacks, which is kind of cool. I'm running a Torture class cruiser, and then a bunch of escorts. And of course, my Torture class has the launch bays. I've got lances on the 2 larger escorts, and then I've got weapon batteries on these 4. So there's 4 squadrons, basically, of escorts of 2, and my cruiser versus 1 squadron of 2 Jackals, and then 3 different ships. And here we are after deployment, just doing a basic sort of cruiser clash. Basic clash. So we have, what do you have over there?
So I have 2 little Jackals.
Yep.
I have my 2 Shrouds.
Yep.
These are each in their own squadron, and my Harvester.
That's right. So your Sepulchres and Harvesters, leadership 10. They rolled for leadership 8 on each of them, but they are leadership 6.
They're leadership 6.
They are,
Independent.
Ha! That's what leadership 6 means. I'm leadership 10. 10, 9, 10, 9, basically, which is cool. He made me be the attacker, so I had to, I rolled to be the attacker, so I had to deploy my army first, and then he got to counter-deploy me, but now we roll off. Winner chooses to go first or second. We have a little asteroid belt over here, a little nebula, a little asteroid belt that way, little nebula, asteroid and nebula. Now, we're not using the sunward edge, because I'm just teaching John how to play the game. We're not trying to keep it as not complicated as possible. And that's it. I do have an Archon that gave him leadership +2, so he's leadership 10 for that. But no rerolls on either side.
No.
So we will abide by the fate of the dice. Okay, first turn, roll off.
All right.
Would you like to go first or second, John?
I would like to go first, please.
Okay, he's gonna come at me, bro. So Necrons, turn 1. Okay, so he's moving his Jackals. They're moving 20 centimeters up, spinning towards my fleet here.
Zoom. And then
Yeah.
they're going to take the remaining 20 centimeters of movement in this direction.
Yep, they're basically coming at me, is what that is.
It was
Now, when you're measuring distances for weapons and whatnot, you measure from stem to
stem.
stem.
Okay.
That's the only thing that matters. So he just adjusted that movement. He basically moved less before spinning and then came at me. So he has 1 escort in range to shoot my capital ship as well. The Harvester, that's that one there, is going to
move ahead full.
There you go. So leadership test of 10. No rerolls here. They do. It happens. And then it moves.
Oh, right.
Yeah, plus D6 times 10 because they have super fast speed. So he only goes 10 more centimeters than normal.
All right.
And he can spin after every 20 centimeters of movement. So he goes 40, so he could potentially spin twice. 1 after 20, 1 after 20. Okay, so he decided to move up, and spun, and so he's in position to shoot those escorts with his particle whips, but they are half the amount of shots because he did move all ahead full.
Yeah. Ahead full.
Okay, next one, leadership 8 though. Ooh, that's a fail. So no more special orders for anyone else in the fleet because there's no rerolls.
Right.
Cool, so they just, basically the order fails and he can just move and act normally with that ship. So both of them just basically moved, turned, moved there to support the other ship as well. Okie dokie. We've got Necrons versus Dark Eldar here. Oh my goodness, over this cool battlefield of space mats. Okay, guns. Shooting phase.
Time to shoot.
Time to do some dackers. Okay, so you're shooting your shrap.
Particle lance.
So you get 2 particles, so 2 shots. Shooting at this unit here.
Yep.
Needs a 4 to hit. And of course it's an escort, so 1.
That will not hit it.
Nope. And the next one does hit. However, I do have my night shields. Ooh, let's turn that one. So I have a 2+ save against that roll. Oh, you have killed one of my escorts.
First blood.
That's right. And then he dies and I leave a blast marker in place. Okay, so you have another... so you've got one little guy here. They didn't do anything. They just have his 1 weapon battery.
Correct.
Which is strength 4.
4, yes.
He's shooting at my... Well, you count everything as closing. So it's a closing capital ship.
Closing capital ship, strength 4. It has a number 3.
So 3 shots. Perfect. So you roll 3 dice. I am armor 5+.
Okay.
So you need 5s to hit me with... Because I have very low armor. Well, no, it's like medium armor for a... Oh, 2 hits go through. My shadow fields do not help me against weapon batteries like that. So now for each hit, so I've taken 2 hull points of damage. Okay. So for each hit, roll a dice. On a 6, you have done a critical hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the first one is not a critical hit, and that one is not either. Okay, so I'm down to 4 hull points on my capital ship. So at the end of the ordnance phase, there's no ordnance. Then end phase, there's no critical damage to repair or anything. However, he did do a blast marker. So D6 blast markers are removed. There's only 1 on the table. Of course, if it's in base to base with a ship, it doesn't get removed. However, that one's not because the escort died. So that's it.
Cool.
Now it's on to my turn. John, can I have a turn now?
I think you can have a turn.
Thank you. Okay, so this ship, he's basically... Dark Eldar don't need to turn before they... Or move before they turn, so I'm going to move that way. And I'm basically going to use this asteroid belt as a shield against your... Because they do block line of sight against all the guns that are coming my way. And then we're going to have to try and deal with these guys over here. Okay, I've come back after my movement. They basically spun and moved up, so the weapon batteries. This one moved like this way and this way just to be in range of the one. And I've got my lances and my lances over here as well. And then that hid, but I am going to be disembarking or bringing out some assault boats. Why? Because assault boats, pretty good. Actually, no, I'm going to do 2 assault boats and 2 bombers. Yeah. 2 assault boats and 2 Void Raven bombers. Because John loves Void Raven bombers.
Get out of here.
That's right. So they're going to basically come into here. I'm going to run them as 2 separate waves of 2. So I'm going to do 1 bomber and 1 assault boat to each wave. Those are Razor Wing jet fighters. I got little like things that I bought. Anyway, 2 waves, 1 of each. Okay. Like that I can fly them in, do damage with them or whatever. Okay, so now we're into my shooting phase. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can kill some of these escorts before all these boats start coming to harass me. So I'm going to shoot this one boat. He's going to shoot at you.
Oh no.
It is a 5 strength shooting at a closing escort. So I'm going to get 3 shots. Are you going to try and brace for impact or are you just going to let me hit you on 6s? Thing about Necrons is they have a 6-up save, basically. And then if they brace for impact, that save goes to 2+. So they basically shrug all damage on 2s, but then their armor gets reduced to 4, which makes it hard to... makes it a lot easier to hit them.
I'll let you try and shoot me on 6s.
Okay, I need 6s from the one ship that took damage. Oh, I got a hit. Yes. Take your 6-up save for a jackal. Is it 6-up?
It is.
Okay, 1 jackal. Oh! Now get out of here. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Okay, I'm going to shoot these 2 lances at you.
All right.
So it's 2 lances, but don't Dark Eldar have a cool thing where a 5 or a 6 counts as 2 hits instead of just 1.
Oh my.
Yeah, do you want to brace for these? They hit on 4s because they're lances.
I will brace for those.
Okay, leadership 6.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so do they brace? Do they follow orders? They do! Oh, they are braced for impact, but their armor has been reduced. So they... to a 4-up. Okay, let's see what these lances do. Nothing. Okay, fair enough. And then I'm going to do these 2 ships. They have a combined firepower of 10 at a escort that's moving in, so 5 shots. However, if I do 3 and 3, it's 6 shots. So I'm going to do 2 sets of 5, so it's 3 and 3 instead of 1 set of 10. And I'm going to hit on 4s.
All right.
Okay, so hitting on 4s. 2 hits so far, so 2 2-ups to save them. Okay. Oh my goodness, so many 6s. And then 2 more from the next battery. Oh, still good. And then we'll do the 2 lances into them as well. 2 hits from the lances. So the first one. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. And the second one, we'll put a little blast marker. Oh my goodness gracious.
No.
Yes. Oh, all my firepower actually did some damage. Absolutely love it. Okay. So they're gone. They're gone and 2 little blast markers get placed. Whoo! Whoo! Necrons are so tough. They are so tough. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So do I want to move my... I don't think I want to move them yet. Not yet. Okay. So they're going to stay right there in the ordnance phase, and then D6 markers get removed. 5, so they will get removed. And with that, we move into Necron turn number 2. And then that goes away. And then you get to start your turn all over again. Okay, your harvester
is locking on.
Okay, needs a 10. Ooh, it does. It passes.
All right. So
Cool.
we need a lock on.
He's just going to move straight forward and shoot guns. I like it.
Both the shrouds are locking on.
Which one first?
We'll do this one first.
This one? Okay. 8 or... Oh, there you go.
And this one.
Okay, just doing it at the same time here. Cool. 8 and 8. Good. The entire Necron fleet has locked onto the Drukhari, the Dark Eldar fleet, and they are going to do some damage. Which one would you like to shoot with first?
So we will take the harvest ship.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to...
If you want to shoot at something that's not the closest, you have to successfully pass a leadership test as well.
Okay. All right. So I believe that one's just over 17. So I have to shoot at these fellas.
Unless you pass the leadership test.
No, I'm still going to shoot at those fellas.
Okay, so at them?
Yes.
Cool. What are you shooting at them?
I will shoot...
Everything?
Everything except for the portal.
Okay.
All right.
So that's 4 lances and a bunch of batteries and a whole bunch of stuff. So you know what? I'm going to lock on. I'm going to brace for impact with them. They are the leadership 10 squadron. And I do. They successfully brace for impact. Hold! Pirates, hold!
All right. So I just need to check here.
Yep, we're all using these cool handy-dandy sheet things.
Oh, they bring me back.
So you have 8, right?
Strength 8, yes.
8 at a closing escort.
Yes, so 4 shots.
4 shots, and there's a nebula right in front of you. So you do 1 shift to the right. So you're shooting 3 shots.
3 shots.
I am armor 4 though, so you hit me on 4s, but you get to re-roll because of your lock on order. There you go. 2 hits so far with a re-roll. 3 hits so far. Okay, so I do have 4-ups from my lock on order. 4-up saves. And you destroy the entire squadron. Okay, they're all dead. Bloop, bloop. Gone and gone. No saves whatsoever. Okay. It was nice knowing you, says Archon Skari. Okay, what's next?
All right, let's take...
That was painful. So it was actually going to do lightning arcs here. So he did all his weapon batteries here, and he was going to do his lightning arcs here. So he gets his 4 lance shots. Is it 4 lance shots?
No, it is 8.
No, 4 lance shots, because that was the 8 shots. Here.
Oh, right. So it is the
4 particle whip.
shot. Yes.
Yeah. So the particle whip is going into them. I will not be bracing for that because They're not weapon batteries.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Because I get a 2-up save against these, because they're lances. Unless you roll a 6 to hit, in which case you ignore my shields, and then I just die a horrible, hideous death in space.
So, closing escort, but does that count as shooting through a nebula?
Lances don't care. They just hit on 4s regardless. But do it one at a time, because on the 6 you ignore my shields.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So it's 4 shots here, but you get to re-roll it.
1.
So that's a re-roll. You just kill one. Okay, that's a re-roll. No, so that's 2. So the third one. And yeah, so that hits. Does I save it? Yes. And the fourth one. Re-roll it because you're locked on. That's a hit. Does it save it? I don't. So you killed both of them, but I did pass one. So 3 blast markers there. Cool. Okay, so we have one little guy here firing into that ship there, who's the only one in range.
All right, so he's locked on with a firepower of 10.
Yep, so a 10 at a closing escort. So that's 5 shots.
5 shots.
There you go.
1, 2.
Because they count all targets as closing with their lightning arcs.
Right. And
At least in this rule. We're using the non-upgraded rules.
These are OG.
These are the OG rules, just to kind of give you a taste.
So what do I need to hit you?
Oh, I will be locking on, by the way. I mean,
Bracing?
Bracing. They are leadership 9. Do they brace? They do brace successfully.
All right.
So they will brace and hopefully not suffer the same fate as their friends.
So these need a 4, I guess.
They do. So 3 go through and you are locked on.
So I get to re-roll those 2.
Correct. Cool. So 4 of them. So 4-up saves. And you kill the one ship. He dies. Kapow. Because he's the only one in range. The only one that can die. Dead. You got him.
All right.
But they are braced. Okay.
Cool. So that is all of my turn.
Awesome. So now then the ordnance phase. So now you don't have ordnance, but I do. So I get to move my ships.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And then D6 of the blast markers get removed
All right.
at the end phase, and there's no critical damage to be taken. So 2. So you have to remove 2 of those blast markers.
We will move that one and that one.
Okay, perfect. So then I get to go. Awesome. And I'm just going to do something like this. And then this guy's going to do something like this. Cool. And then he is going to, let's see. I'm probably going to reload ordnance with him for sure. So he needs a 10. Failed. And I do not have a reroll available. Ooh. So he's just going to spin and move his full speed ahead. Okay, so shooting. We're going to do the lance first into your first shroud.
All right.
It's 1 lance shot and a couple of guns, which will be 2 shots at a closing capital ship within close range, so 2 shots. So 2 shots and then 1 lance shot that hits on 4s. I'll be doing the lance first.
They'll brace.
Okay, roll your leadership test. Does he brace for impact? He does. Good job. And he also gets +1 because I'm on special orders for special orders. Okay, so the lance first. Does it hit? It does not. And then the 2 shots, I hit on 4s now. 1 hit. Does he save it? He does. Okay, then this one here is going to shoot his guns, firing at your other one over here.
All right, he will try to brace.
Okay. He does. Ooh. Okay. And so I have 5. It's firing through a nebula though. So 5 shots, firing through a nebula, which would be at a capital ship that's closing, firing through the nebula. So that's 3 shots. Needing 4s to hit you though. Ooh, 2 hits. Very nice. 2-up saves. They're good. Awesome. So that's all they've done. So now we move into the ordnance phase. So I'm going to move them. They're 20. And they're going to do a run here.
Uh-oh.
So you have 1 turret. Roll to see if you nuke the, I said bombers and assault boats. Yeah. See if you kill one with a 6, because you just have 1 turret. Nope. Okay. So the bombers are going to do a bombing run. So it's D6 attacks. 2 minus 1 for your turret. So 1 attack hitting on 4s. It does hit. And you save. And then I do a hit and run attack from the assault boat. And I get +1 to this because I'm a Dark Eldar. A 6, it goes up to a 7, but you do get a 2-up save against this because you are braced. Okay, you are fine. And they go back to rearm in the ship. And then they will do the same. So
Okay.
roll to see if your turret shoots them. It does
Oh.
not. Normally it does, but Eldar fighters only get hit on 6s, which is pretty cool. So the bomber does 5 minus
Minus
1, 4 on 4s because you are braced. 1 hit.
Six.
Does nothing, and then the hit and run attack does a 7 again.
Oh.
Will it go through? It does.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a 7 on the critical hit damage table for the Necrons, which will do something fun, I would hope.
Drive damage. Remove movement or reduce movement by 5 centimeters until repaired. Permanently reduce the leadership by 1.
Cool. So he's now leadership 7.
Yes.
So permanently reduce leadership, and his movement is reduced. However, they have 4 dice, right? So at the end of the turn, they get to save with 4 dice.
Okay.
And on a 4+, he just repairs his movement penalty because they're a light cruiser with 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're on brace, though. I believe you only roll half. So you roll 2 dice. Hold on, let me just check.
Oh.
But the leadership, so he can repair full. So 4 dice on 4s. For each 4, he gets to repair 1 critical hit. However, I only have the 1 effect, which is the movement penalty.
Right.
And that also means that, but the leadership is permanent. You can't fix that.
Right.
So you need, 4 dice. 1 4 up, and you go back up to full speed. You do. You're back up to full speed. Awesome. And with that, we move into Necron turn 3. I remove 2 blast markers. Awesome.
Retros. Burning retros.
On this guy here,
On my
wants
harvester.
to slow down. Yep,
Ah.
he does. So he doesn't have a minimum speed, and he can spin.
And he can turn.
Yeah.
These fellas here are just going to move 15
Yep.
straight forward.
Yep.
And then whoop.
Yep.
And he'll move 15.
Yep.
And whoop.
Yep. And they're braced.
And they're braced.
They are braced for impact.
Cool.
Okay, so now shooting time.
So we've taken the ships up. We've
Yep.
given them a pivot, and we'll take the leadership 7 into.
I will brace.
We'll brace.
Okay, I brace successfully.
So I have.
Not that it has done much for me this game. Okay.
I have half effect. So
it's
that's
5.
strength 5.
And you're moving at a closing escort because that's really good. And you're at short range, so you get 4 shots into
All right.
me on 4s.
Oh.
1 hit. Okay. Do I brace? I do.
Okay.
Very nice.
Next one's going to do the same thing.
Cool. 4 shots because you're nice and close. On 4s. 3. Do I brace successfully? No. He dies.
Now my slow boat is
Okay.
gonna turn and shoot all of its stuff at that remaining escort.
Okay, I like it. I will brace with him as well. And he does.
Okay.
He braces successfully. Leave a comment down below. Will he survive all the guns? You are burning retro, so your weapons are halved.
Right. So this lightning arc is a lance at strength 4 now because it's at half.
No, it's not a lance. The lance is 4 shots, strength 2.
The battery.
The battery is strength 4 at a escort that's in short range, so 3 shots.
All right.
You need 4s to hit me.
1 hit.
1 hit. Does he brace successfully? He does.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. And now the lances,
I like it.
and they're at half strength, so 2 of them.
That's right. And you ignore my shields, so he dies. But that's it. He's gone.
All right.
So he did die, sadly. I think that's all you got.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
There's no ordnance, so now it's remove D6 blasty tokens.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good. 3 go down.
Yeah.
Pow.
Pew, pew, pew.
Nicely done. Okay. And then my turn. He's just going to do this and that. And then he will take a test to disengage. And he does. And he disappears into the darkness, knowing that it's all lost as the 3 Necron ships hunt him down to no avail. Victory for the Necrons as they blew up all my escorts. Big tear, sad face. Awesome. We'll come back with an after-action report. And there you have it. The Necrons victorious, John.
Pew pew.
That's right. That was a fun, quick, brutal game.
That was very fun. That was a lot faster than I was expecting a game. I played a couple of Fleet Warfare games before, but this one, after spending several hours playing a normal 40k game, this is really refreshing to come in and bang one of these out in an hour and a half. It's not bad.
It's fantastic. I really had a lot of fun. Now, we're going to put a link down below to the revised Battlefleet Gothic rules, which is sort of like a community-driven effort to balance Battlefleet Gothic, even though the game hasn't been supported for like 15 to 20 years. So make sure you check the link down below. Next game we play, we'll be using those new updated rules, which does bring balance to some of the fleets and gives more options to things like the Dark Eldar. It also rebalances a lot of the stuff that you saw from the Necrons, which is unkillable ships of doom. Other than that, I had a lot of fun. Archon Skari got away, so that's a Pyrrhic victory for me. You didn't get him.
Vacuous is coming for you.
In his Karen tomb ship. He's going to be showing up at some point in a giant Sepulchre tomb ship of doom, which is like 500 points for the ship. Other than that, John, thanks a lot for coming by and having a game.
Thanks for having me.
That was awesome. Make sure you check the links down below. Check out John Necron, who does streaming on Twitch twice a week on Thursdays and on Sundays.
Correct. We do Warhammer Thursdays. We do D&D Sundays. So we hope to see you there at John Necron's channel.
Awesome. Make sure you check the link down below. Huge shout out to all the channel Patreons without whom this would not be possible. Thank you for your ongoing support, and I hope you enjoy it. If you like this kind of video, leave a like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the flip side. The Dark Kin got murdered again.